This is me, and this is how I created my first video, my beginning into YouTube journey. Now, to understand how it was for me, let me tell you first about myself and this channel and what I want to do in it. And I am a Linux hobbyist, meaning I like to play around with Linux and open source software a lot. And because of this, 6 years back, I made my complete switch to Linux. All my work are being done here. What I am using right now is Arch Linux running with DWM in X11, which is a light tiling manager. Why Arch specifically is not because of hype and meme or everyone using it. Well, some part does contribute to the last one, but no, as a Linux user, I hated Arch. It wasn't that difficult, but the nightmare of breaking my system. It was frustrating. So I decided to switch to a stable distro, Debian, which is a lot more stable but old. It was quite fun. I did use Ubuntu. I was fed up with it. Then I made the switch to Fedora, a very lovely distro. Fedora is so good that every hardware driver and everything comes out of the box pre-installed. The audio, video was good, Bluetooth and internet way too good. But you see, I hate Windows. And I hate the fact that it manages my system on my behalf based on someone else's configurations who was thinking of making it for a dumber general audience. And I hate the fact that I also have to pay for it, which I already have by purchasing the hardware. But all you get is still a pirated version. Fedora was free, but how it manages or how it's managed was decided by someone else. Way too much security restrictions, which I do not need, prevented me from doing a lot of work. And then it dawned on me, Fedora was beginning to feel more like Windows, out of the box, managed by someone else. Essentially, you managed by someone else. Now, for those who do not understand the gravity of the situation, find a beautiful girlfriend for yourself, and later on finding out she has the same toxicity which your ex had, because of which you left her. And now the same thing was starting with Fedora. So I decided to make a switch to Arch. Now, after all this experience with Linux, I feel fairly capable with using Arch. Right now, I have used it so well, I have not run into any major issues which I was not able to tackle. But here's the thing, later on, I want to jump to Gentoo. This is my aim of this video. I want to learn Gentoo Linux with you. The small packages, flags, every minor details that can be done, I want to do it with you guys so that you all also can have the benefit of it. My channel is not only going to be limited by Linux but will follow all of the interests that I am pursuing. Maybe it is about business, maybe it is about stocks, maybe it is about AI generation content, maybe it is about NLP, whatever it is. Oh, I also have a 3D printer by the way. So I'll also be doing Blender, 3D rendering, all of that. And all of that learning with you. I know I am a beginner and I'm not at a level of a serious YouTuber. But if you decided to give me a chance, we will grow together. Okay, let's start with the recording, and I'd like to show you how I have created this video. I've been using um, Krita for creation of the thumbnails that you have seen on the intro, and just simply used KDN Live, a basic simple video editing process to make this video. And in this, I directly do this is in the setup that step by step I have just bifurcated the images so that it can be shown directly over here. Okay, let's just play and see how this goes. And this is how I created my first video by beginning into it. The main problem that I am facing with Arch is about power control or maybe just simple audio settings regarding to any applications. What is happening here is by default it is taking some different audio control by default, and it needs to be changed manually every single time. Okay, so an easy fix over here is you can directly and easily find in this section over here. I have directly asked ChatGPT to make this for me, and as you can see, I have also done so with all the banner design prompts, all these things. Okay, so this is the part that worked for me. That is directly ask it for which audio are listed and then set default to that audio. Okay, and after doing so it is beginning to work. And along with that, I am also using to making annotations Gromit applications which you can easily install, and just type sudo pacman sudo des as pacman gromit, and you can easily install that in your device. Okay, and just see how this goes. I'm just going to launch gromit. Okay, and when I press on F9, it is able to start annotating, meaning I can annotate directly on the screen. Okay, I can write anywhere over here, and this allows me to do lots of things which I wouldn't have been able to with just a simple driver. Okay, definitely for Windows there are lots of easier softwares available. Okay, my main approach toward this was so that I can have this done in TTY or complete text-based user interface. I wanted to avoid graphical user interface as much as possible, but understanding the complexity of drawing geometries and all those things using Python even, it's a bit challenging. So I have put that project for future dates, which I might be covering later on. Also, over here, I have directly asked ChatGPT to generate me videos. There are lots of free softwares over here. The photo over here you see is generated by ChatGPT. Even the text over here is generated by ChatGPT. The remaining things are edited in Krita. Okay, what you do is just layer them up one by one and edit them. And to create this border, I have just used grow borders or grow selections by I have just selected 8 pixels. Okay, so that does work, and through this you can easily create your video. And as you can see, this annotations persist throughout all the screens. Okay, so which is a very helpful thing, and I can easily clear this by removing it. There is shortcut also mentioned. While you load it, you'll see all the shortcuts, and you'll see all these things. Okay, so that was the setup. Another thing that is, you see that there is no background over here. What I have done is used a green screen, and you can easily add filter to it. Okay, but the thing to remember over here is even in filter you have to select chroma keys and you have to select the specific color, or might not be specific, but even the relevant or close colors would do. Okay, so you just have to adjust it a little bit to make it work properly. Okay, then also if you are very tight on space, you can also use crop pad just like I have, and it does the things properly. Okay, and this is it. I hope you enjoyed. In future I'm going to be making more videos. I'm going to be making more topics also, some educational subject based contents which are specifically for my students obviously, but you can also watch them as well. Okay, so have a good day. Thank you.